we talked this morning about that combination of Satsang with Atma Vichara. How combining those two things and being patient and persistent on them can really make you feel that things are opening up and things are getting better for you. We concentrated this morning about Atma Vichara, the game, what we call the game. We're going to talk a little bit about Satsang to understand a little bit more what Satsang is and how Satsang works. Satsang is not a place for learning. It's not a place for communicating in the traditional way. Normally in the world, when you want to learn something, when you want to be an expert in something or to know how something works, you look for somebody that knows, that can teach you. Or you go to an institution that's good in teaching that thing that you want to learn, and then you attend it and you take notes and you read the books and buy the books and start a library at home and you put a lot of hours of study. But finding who you are has nothing to do with learning in the traditional way, in the world way of learning. Is very, very different, because words don't help at all. Words don't communicate anything except words. Words come from the mind and go to the mind. In looking how I can explain Satsang, the best analogy that I can find, and it's a pretty good one, may I say so, is that we want to get sick. We want to get sick with an illness that we feel is good. We feel in our heart that that illness is good. I know no illness is good, but in that case, humor me. So what do? We go and get close to a person that's sick, that is very, very sick with that virus. And we get as close as we can so the virus can infect us. In this case, it's a good virus. It's a very, very good virus. But the analogy works that way. So that's what Satsang is. You don't go to Satsang to listen to wonderful words. You don't go to Satsang to learn in concepts or in ways of looking at the world. You go to Satsang to get sick, to get infected. What happens is, after Satsang, you go home and the process of infection stops. You are a little infected, you got the virus, but you got an antibody that's very, very strong and it's our friend the mind. And that antibody will start working immediately in that good virus, and eventually, in a few hours, in a few days, in a few weeks, will kill it. What we do, we go back and get infected again. And we get the good virus again. And the process keeps going that way. The thing is that the more we get infected and the more we put the antibodies to work on killing that virus, the weaker the antibodies become, and the longer it takes for the antibodies to kill the good virus, until it gets to a point that the antibody don't work anymore. You are fully sick. You are fully infected. You need one important thing. You need an infected person to get close to. In person. Reading about an infected person is gonna give you the infection. Watching a video about an infected person is not gonna give you the infection. You gotta be in person, you gotta be in front and close and get that for it to work. That's how Satsang works. You are here being infected. Whether I talk or whether I stay in silence, Satsang will keep infecting you. My infection is being transmitted to you, whether I like it or not, because I have no control over it. I cannot turn it on and off. I cannot decide who gets it and who doesn't. I cannot stop it. So we can go outside and start walking in the park. And as long as you are around me, we are in satsang. The infection keeps going and keeps going. The other day in Germany, guys said, but how far apart are we? I don't know. I live with myself, so I don't know the distance. It's for you to find out. But that's the way satsang works. And it has nothing to do with words. But don't worry, we are not going to be in silence 3 hours, because I know it's boring. So I'm going to talk about some things that may be helpful in other aspects of the search. But satsang is going to be infecting you all the time. All the time. When you stop for coffee and we go out for coffee, satsang keeps doing it. That for me is the way satsang works. It's the best explanation that I came up with. And not all the teachers can infect everybody. Some teachers will be able to infect you. Some will be able to infect somebody else, but not you. A mystery. It works that way. It's like a virus. Sometimes some people get infected with a virus and another person next to it don't get the infection at all. It's the same thing. I remember going to to Satsang with Robert, and I was feeling, wow. And I wanted my friends to come and share that with them. And some of my friends were searching, were in the past, were spiritual. I said, oh, come, you'll see. And they felt nothing at all. They never went back. They didn't get infected by Robert. I was lucky. I hit it the first time. Some people may have to look a little bit more. But once you find that person that's able to infect you, stick to it. Because if you get a little infection with this guy, and you get a little infection with this lady, and you get a little infection with this other teacher, it works in the opposite way. Just like a virus, you get inoculated. It works like a vaccine. It works against you because you never get sick enough with any all the variety of viruses, and you're gonna stay all your life going around, getting a little bit here, and never getting sick enough to really get established in that. So when you find that person that you feel, oh, every time I get close to that person, I go back home, and it takes a while for that feeling to go away, then stick to that person. No matter who, it's for you to know, but stick to that person.